And now it's time for the Boiling Point takeaways.
Coming to you live from the Boiling Point podcast booth in St. John, New Brunswick. Dave?
Blocks away from the Five and Dime, where there will be a book launch that you will miss by the time this gets out. And it was great. It was epic. It was epic.
That was really good.
Yeah.
So
You start with your takeaways, because I did takeaways first last time.
For sure. So we've got Michael Wallace in the studio today, and his book is The Motorcycle Metaphor, which I'm very excited about because I love motorbikes and I fully understand where this guy's coming from. And it's a leadership book. Whether you're into motorcycling or not does not matter. It's so cool how business and sports of any sort or leisurely experiences like motorcycling go hand in hand, you know? So I think my takeaway was just our conversation that we had about asking for help. And because I don't mind asking for help at all. I ask for help often. But it is a fun place to check your ego when you ask for help. And so I'm going to practice that a little bit more, Dave. That's... and I'm a professional filmmaker, and I just dropped my phone because we're videoing this. Yeah.
So we'll edit that part.
No, that's no.
Okay. Well, my hand's over this. So many takeaways, but you know what I really like? I like the story that Mike, and wait, you gotta listen to this. Sure, is like how a book came out, and it's about finding your passion, you know, and really turning it into a story. And we all have stories, and this is Michael's story. And I love how he's connected to what he does for a living. So very cool. And it's more than a glorified brochure.
Amen. And Michael, why don't you take the old selfie stick and you know,
the manual selfie stick. Okay.
Great speakers, authors, and leadership coaches. They always have takeaways as well, even though they're the ones with the knowledge. So what was your takeaway today, Michael?
Well, my takeaway today is, for me, it's about always being curious. This is the first time I've done something like this. Am I looking at the camera or looking at you guys?
Whatever you want.
Look at the camera.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a state of just being curious and trying new things, and I didn't exactly know what to expect, and not necessarily prepared for the simplest questions like how to contact me. Kind of stumped me. But I think what I'm taking away from this is just be open to whatever. If someone says, "Hey, this might be a good idea," just take the leap and try it. See what happens. What comes out of it. I had a blast. Good. This was wonderful.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Thanks, Michael.
I'm with you. I agree.
All right, guys. So, friends, please do subscribe to the Boiling Point podcast and rate us on iTunes if you can. And check out the Boiling Point podcast.com and the boilingpointprocess.com to learn how to be
Oh my God, you're going on forever. My hands are starting to shake.
heard in a noisy market. Dave, I'm going to give you more practice carrying the phone. Okay, that's it for this week. We're falling apart here.
This is great.
All right, see you next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Boiling Point. Thanks for listening, and remember, keep that pot boiling.